Hey guys, King86 here. I had a feeling he was gonna post an update. Heartbroken. My dad rejected my retirement offer. Well, guys, it was cool that he was able to give his dad the benefit of the doubt, saying that he'll take care of him and he wants him to retire since he did a lot. But he said no. Now, what I've said before, guys, I meant every word. But it's just, let's see what Jesse had to say on that.
Greatest moments of my life went to one of the most embarrassing in just the span of a few minutes. I can't believe I got rejected. I tried to retire my dad, who's given me everything, and I got hard passed. I was like the fat kid in gym class. I was like me throughout most of my life when it came to asking girls out, and my dad noped me. He swiped left. I wanted to talk about it with you guys just because, I need to vent a little bit. I really wanted to retire my dad. I can't understate the amount of shit he's done for me. Like, he's literally wiped my ass since I was a wee toddler. Used to hold my hand while I struggled with night terrors, falling asleep after traumatic life events. And I tried to pay his way to freedom, and he said no. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, I did a video on my main channel, McJuggernuggets, where I tried to retire my dad. I did this same thing with my mom months and months ago, and she said yes, and she was dope. She was happy. She got to sit on her ass and do nothing for the rest of her life. Like, who wouldn't love that? Apparently not my dad. My dad is a workaholic. It's like trying to take the batteries out of a robot. There'll be this visceral reaction. They'll grab your hand Terminator style and rip your limbs off. Like, my dad just I think his brain short-circuited. I was like, I can't imagine my life not doing something. But I was trying, we talked off camera later last night, and I started to figure out more of the reason why he doesn't want to be retired. Also doesn't want to take his son's money, not just out of pride, but also out of consistency, out of security. Because first security from the Psycho series, which I understand. I'm still pretty upset about it, and I don't give up easily. So I still want to push my dad, as I tend to do, to try and get him to see the light and to maybe relax, to enjoy himself, which I think a lot of people have trouble doing. Some people do it too well, all right? But for me, or my brother, or my dad, my mom, literally most people I know, it's hard for them to turn your brain off and relax. And maybe some of you guys can relate. So I wanted to talk about what that conversation with my dad was like, how I'm feeling about everything. And let me know down in the comments below if you guys have ever had I don't know if it's similar about retiring your dad, but if your dad's super stubborn and you guys don't see eye to eye, and you guys just, it's hard to connect or understand each other on someone, let me know. And also drop some likes in this video if you like this kind of more sit down real talk vid, because it's something I actually want to explore more on this channel, to where, on the McJuggernuggets channel we'll do series and shows and stuff, and I feel like it'd be super cool on here if we get to know each other on a more intimate, personal level, and get to know the inner workings of my mind and just my thoughts on different things, but super uncut. Let me know if you're pumped for that. But yeah, it turns out my dad only has a couple years left. So, but it's not just that simple. So I'm like, yo, if you could have a couple years, he's in his 60s now, which is crazy to say. I'm going to be 30 this year, which I'm trying not to freak out about. But he's going to be 60 years old, double my age. He's worked multiple jobs forever, to where, tomorrow's not promised. I was bringing up my Uncle Chris, who, it's been a year since he passed away from COVID, and I'm like, it scares me, my dad going to work. You never know who's, gonna leave some Rona on the vending machine when he goes to get a snack or something. You just don't know. So I was like, Dad, imagine you could have a couple years left, guaranteed, retired. Everything's taken care of. But I was wrong. It's not everything taken care of. His health insurance is $30,000 a year for him and my mom. So that's pretty unreal. And these dogs, so $30,000 is like something I'd have to cover. I gotta shut these dogs up. Shut up, man. Sorry about that. So yeah, it's like $30,000 a year just in health insurance alone, and that covers him and my mom. So I'd have to cover that. The tricky thing is, my dad could have freaking like diabetes, stage 4 cancer, freaking dementia all at once, and I'd have to pay for those medical payments going into every year, which I feel like gets more and more expensive as your body starts to fall apart. So, and my mom, I don't know. If they have something that's guaranteed and covered, and all my dad has to do is last couple more years at his job, and he gets that for eternity, like for free, that's hard to pass up. And I get, like, he probably doesn't want to burden me, like his son, to have to like take care of and pay for him. Like, I could see my dad being the type to like check himself into the home just so he doesn't have to burden me or my brother with having to take care of him. Like, I could see that. Or even if his body is failing, he will refuse to acknowledge it and fight through it. Kind of like a quarterback, like having 2 broken legs and still trying to play football. It's just not going to work well. But that's who my dad is, and I know it's like an uphill battle to try and combat that. Paired with, like, he doesn't know what he would do if he retired. Like, you hear a lot of stories of people literally croaking as soon as they quit, like within a few weeks, which is a little scary. You know, he's probably thinking like, well, he's gonna go down to like the local pond and like feed ducks or some shit. Like, I don't think he would do that. If anything, maybe like hunt the ducks. But even then, how long can you do that till you feel bored, or like you feel like you don't have a purpose anymore, or you probably feel like you're just leeching off your son at that point. Look, I can't lie. He's got some good points about YouTube. YouTube's inconsistent. Views fluctuate, ad dollars fluctuate. We don't even know if YouTube's gonna be around in 5 years, let alone like 10 years, 20 years, assuming like he's like a gift from God and lives to be like 100 years old, like freaking almost Betty White. But I get where he's not holding his freaking breath. We've even seen that apocalypse and things go down with the channel, and like, am I still gonna be making videos 10 years from now, able to support him? Yeah, I mean, well, I'm gonna have to for my mom now. But I can see where he's a little leery, and he doesn't trust well, even though I'm family. But it's like, you can have the best intentions in the world. It's like, you want to make sure you have all your bases covered. So like, I absolutely understand that. I did it in the moment, and was pretty heartbroken about it. I wish he was open to it. Like, apparently my dad has like a year and a half worth of sick time, which is absolutely insane. Like, I feel like that says a lot about him. Like, even if he's probably sick, which is like not good, he probably still went to freaking work. I think that's like kind of been baked into our culture and stuff. So yeah, all that time means he can technically maybe retire earlier. So if he's got a year and a half, 2 years, he like cashes in that sick time or that vacation time. And probably at that age, a year feels like a month. So he's basically got 2 months left of work, and it's not on my shoulders. And he was always the self-sacrificial type too. He's like, you know what? If Jesse can enjoy his life more, and he's half my age, let him do that. Don't feel like you gotta take care of me, which I understand. But all he cared about really is us and my mom, like me, my brother, and my mom. So I'm already taking care of my mom. Jeffrey's good with his job. So I guess everything's fine, and I just gotta like figure out something else. So, I mean, hey, let me know, guys. Maybe I'll put some of that money towards giveaways on the channel. Hell, maybe we can start with if we hit 70,000 subs or 75,000 subs, I can do like a cash giveaway. I know we've been growing a lot on here, which really makes me excited to post more. Especially because it's a bit different, like doing these real types of videos. But I appreciate all the support. You guys have been reaching out since the retirement video came out. I don't fault my dad. I'm not pissed about it anymore. I completely understand. Will I keep pushing him on it? Probably not. I see it now. Like, because he works for the government, they get all these crazy benefits and stuff, like a pension. You get like Social Security. You get like 401k. All these things that like we can unpack kind of like finance style on the channel if you'd like. But he gets a lot of great benefits and perks for working for the government, but it's kind of like being a teacher too. Like, you gotta like make sure you last till a certain date or time, and the longer you go, the better it is. And also, apparently, if my dad finishes his job, he gets like his name on some building. like it's like Jeff Ridgway, School of Witchcraft and Wizardry, like that kind of shit. Like, he would be on like some courthouse or something. So like, you go, if you ever like got in trouble for selling drugs or some shit, you would go to the courthouse and you just look over to your left and be like, hey, that's that Psychodad guy. I used to watch him on YouTube. I'm going to jail now, but that's cool. His name's on that like plaque or something for being in the building. Who knows if we'll even look at that stuff? You know, we probably in a few years we won't even be in physical reality anymore. We'll be putting on our helmets and there'll be a virtual version of the building, and my dad's name will be removed from it because he didn't help build the virtual edition. I don't know, but it's still cool. You know, to be a local legend and an internet legend, and I feel like you'd have to finish it out your way. It's better than, you know, what feels like probably the easy way out, or, you know, taking your son's YouTube money, which it's YouTube money. It's like Monopoly money. I don't know if, you know, there's great pride in that, but maybe you guys will take it. You need some giveaways? Let me know if you're pumped. But guys, seriously, this was a very different video for me. Talking directly to the camera, talking to you guys on a personal level, real shit. Let me know if you appreciated it, and if you want more like this, because I got some stuff in the chamber that I think you guys will be excited about. But let me know, and yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Well, guys, I gotta say that he made a lot of good points, and most of the points that I just said on my reaction video. I mean, a dad doesn't want to take his son's money. I mean, come on. Just like his son, like I said, parents want their kids to succeed. They want them to do better than they do, and yeah, and like you said before, he works in the government. He might have better benefits than anything. And also, yeah, you never know, guys, because like I said before, we don't know if how long you're gonna live, like a day, a week, a month, a year, 10 years, and a lot farther than that, guys. That's the point. I think that's why his dad rejected it, because on the fact that this is his son and he doesn't want to take his money because he's working hard for it, and also he's helping out. And you got to understand, I think that kind of makes perfect sense. So it's good that he vented it out. So we'll find out exactly what's going to happen now on his Majuggernauts channel. But if he does do a giveaway, that'll be kind of cool. I mean, hell, he's almost up to 1 million subscribers. So hey, hopefully he'll be able to get up there, and we'll see about it. All right, guys, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more reaction gameplay. Drop some likes if you enjoyed this. Make sure you watch my reaction video, and you'll get an idea what I'm talking about. Have a good day, guys, and don't forget, stay positive.